Declaring homecoming is the Bruin Bears. And now, Rockbridge, your 2021 homecoming queen is Zachary Wilmer. You all look great, and you represent us well.
If he's the queen, then where's the king? Shalom. I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. News in the gospel abroad. Lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Oh, man. These Edomites got to go. Okay, it says here this guy by Zachary Wilmore. First boy to win homecoming queen at Rockbridge makes his mark. Okay, and if you notice, the world and the people there are completely okay with this sort of behavior, man. Okay, which shows you that America is way more than justified on being destroyed. Babylon the Great, man, because this is the new wave. This is the length that Esau has went to perpetuate this wickedness on the people, man. And now this is the new norm, because if you come against it, then you would be considered a bigot, you'd be considered unfathomable, you know, what do you call it? Not undesirable. Well, that too, but you would be pretty much unbearable, a bigot. All right, and Esau Edom, man, he has to go. This man has to go. This man is the devil that the Bible speaks about, and there's no other way to put it, man. But he has to go. All right, because this is being pushed on our kids, you know, our loved ones, our families, and the kids are the more sensitive of the generation. Because if you look at this guy Lil Nas X and this guy Travis Scott, man, the type of rituals that they they undergo to promote wickedness, man, it's a done deal. Okay, and this is crazy because it says first boy to win homecoming queen at Rockbridge makes his own mark beyond the crown. Now, if you pay attention to him, he appears to be Edomite, but he could just be a extra wicked ass Jake. Who knows? Because Jake is the only one that go above and beyond to exploit or to show their wickedness. Okay, Jake is known for being wicked and unwise and just wise to do evil, man. All right, not saying he is an Israelite, but you know, hey, this guy, I wouldn't doubt it, you know. But anyway, it says here, it's a tradition as an old-time homecoming queen. But it says, but this year, Rockbridge High School made a change in their traditions. Senior Zachary Wilmore won the title of homecoming queen at this year's homecoming game. He's the first boy to win the title. All right, so where's the king at? If he's the queen, then where's the king? You know, and the crazy part that this shit made international headlines and, you know, nobody's crying out about it. It shows you that we're in a weakened state. This society is on its way out of here. You know, but it says here, Wilmore is a cheerleader on the varsity team at Rockbridge. It says Wilmore said he put up a social media poll that determined whether he would become the king or queen. But they thought the queen would look prettier on the sash, Wilmore explained, so I chose queen. But Zachary Wilmore is a wonderful student, CPS spokesperson Michelle Baumstark told KOMU8. He's engaged in school, active in activities, including cheer, and is not afraid to ask questions and identify challenges he sees around him. So just imagine the type of clout this guy got off this alone. Imagine the type of women that would want to be with him just off the fact of him being a Mo. You see what I'm saying? Just imagine, like, if the black woman or a woman that's all about clout in the world sees this guy and he decides to give us some of the, you know, the Jimmy ride, whatever he have, she'll willingly go because this is the type of wickedness that's perpetuated, man. You know? And the crazy part, this is actually protected in this society. Okay? This has more rights than anything walking the planet Earth. This, a dog, women, Edomite men. This man has clearly more rights than the average black man or so-called man of color. Okay? Way more rights. They will protect this guy or protect this image or this particular thing or deity with their heart, soul, and joy before they even allow you to have a chance. Okay, which shows you that we need salvation, man, because kids have access to this. Kids are all on social media. They have access to YouTube, different algorithms, etc. And it's a shame, man, why we got to suffer this shit. But it's part of prophecy because the Most High said it. This will happen. All right. So, find gross darkness cover the people. So this is the book of Isaiah 25. And I'm going to start at verses... this whole chapter is really good. But I'm going to start at 5. It says here, thou shalt bring down the noise of strangers as the heat in a dry place, even the heat with the shadow of a cloud. The branch of the terrible one shall be brought low. Right, man, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, they're going to come with those chariots. He's going to send his son, Yahushai, back with the chariots, the great multitude, and raising up the saints, which is us, the Israelites, the elect, and also the nuclear missiles. It says the terrible one shall be brought low. And it says that in the mountain, this mountain, should the Lord of hosts make it to all people a feast of fat things and a feast of wines, of fat things full of marrow, of wines on the lees well refined. Why? Because this is going to be a sacrifice, like the Most High considered Basra or America a big, it's going to be an altar of sacrifice, because in order for you to sacrifice things in the ancient world, you had to do it upon the altar. So America is considered an altar of wickedness, and all these people that's going to be destroyed here would be considered the sacrifice, man. Okay. And it says, and he would destroy in this mountain, which is talking about America, these governments, Esau's governments, the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all the nations. Okay. Because this type of behavior is perpetuated all over the world now, even in those countries that don't deal with this type of behavior. In Saudi Arabia, they kind of iffy now because they're democratized. But you go to places like those Arab nations, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, you got Iraq, you know what I'm saying? You got Afghanistan. Those particular Arab world countries, they don't really acknowledge this. You know what I'm saying? They don't really acknowledge this, and they crying out against it, and it's the reason why they are constantly at war with Esau, Edom, because they don't want the type of confusion coming over to their countries, and this is the reason why the Arabs or the Ishmaelites are in constant war with the West, man, because they don't want this. They don't need this type of venom or leaven to destroy their rulership, so to speak. Though they're not really in power, but nonetheless, they still have some type of sovereignty to some degree, though Esau is trying to home in on it. And it says, and he swallowed up in death and victory, and the Lord Yahweh will wipe away tears from all faces, and rebuke of his people he should take away from all the earth, for the Lord have spoken it. Okay, so it's gonna come a time that this thing is gonna be a thing of the past. But we ask the Most High, how long was me suffer these people? Okay, because matter of fact, let me get this here, because this is considered leaven. Okay, 1 Corinthians 1 Corinthians 5 and 6, and it reads here, it says, your glorying is not good, but know ye that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. Okay, the whole lump. So when you put a little bit of leaven, an inkling, because leaven is basically like a cancer. I'm not saying it's cancerous, it can be, but think of a cancer cell. When it hits one cell, then it spreads. Leaven, once you put a drop of leaven into a baking dish, the whole dish becomes contaminated with leaven, no matter how small it is, because yeast is known to expand. And it's the same thing with this wickedness, man. All right, it says, your glorying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump, man. Okay, so once this type of behavior and ideologies are being promoted throughout the earth, then this is going to be the people, because the scriptures say the rulers, so shall the people be. It says, therefore purge out the old leaven. And how's the Most High going to purge out the leaven? By thermonuclear destruction. It says that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened, even for Yahushai, our Passover is sacrificed for us. Okay, now let's go from here to, what is it? I always get it mixed up. I think it is Habakkuk 1. Yes, here we go. So this is the book of Habakkuk 1, and I'm going to start at verses 1. It says, the burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see. Okay, and this is a burden that we all see, because we're coming in the same lot as the men of the Lord of old. It says, O Yahweh, how long should I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto save thee, even cry out of thee unto violence, and thou will not save. Okay, because we're constantly crying out, and yes, the prophecies are coming to pass, but it's not like we send up a prayer and the Most High body a motherfucker on sight. You know what I'm saying? It takes time for these things to come about, but it's gonna come a time that when we speak the prayers and say it in our mind, the Lord is just going to act on the spot. He's going to send the angels to act on our behalf, man, or even give us the power to do so. Okay? It says here, why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance, man? And this is like, we got to suffer this shit. You know? We got to suffer this, man. Just like I tell you in Baruch, the 4th chapter, we got to suffer this iniquity for a little bit, but sooner or later, the Lord is going to make our enemies as our footstools, you know? And it says, why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? Because this is a grievous thing to behold. For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are they that rise up strife and contention. Because, hey, these type of men get emboldened, man. These type of men will come up, or type of people will come up, even the women, will spit at you, and you ready to crack their head in, or stump their heads in, or stump them out. You know what I'm saying? And put one in the rear neck and choke. Guess who's going to jail? For a hate crime. You are. This motherfucker get off scot-free. But you? Yeah, right. Well, you know that these people, they're kind of... Nah, man. These people are destroyed mentally and they got demons on them. And ultimately, they need to be destroyed in the worst way. Because that's perverseness. All right? It says here, therefore, the law is slack and judgment never doth go forth. The reason why this shit is acceptable because there's no judgment going forth. Okay, we're not in our power to exercise the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So therefore, we're basically being spat at. We're being ridiculed. We're being mocked. And this is really them mocking Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because they're basically putting their hands up to the Lord's head and say, ha, ha, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? They putting their fingers out on the Lord's face, spitting at him. Same thing they physically did to Yahweh Shai. And he had to suffer that shit, man. But he's going to come back and he's going to wreak hell on this place, because now America has passed the limit and the cusp of wickedness to the point the Lord is totally justified on homing in and destroying America today. I mean, the wickedness have reached so to the point, the wickedness have pierced the heavens, man. You know, but just give it some time, man, because the Most High is getting ready to act. All right. He's getting fed up with the BS and we're fed up with it. But it says judgment never doth go forth. It says, for wickedness doth compass about the righteousness, therefore wrong judgment proceeded. Okay? Wrong judgment. Okay? Because like I said, man, these people have rights. Okay? They have rights over you. You know, they have rights over everybody. I mean, these are the top tier people on the planet Earth right now. And dare to say anything about them, dare to act any way out, anything. They're going to make an example out of you, man. All right? So, man, we got to get the hell out. We got to get the hell out of here. And that's as mean as I'm going to say it, because, you know, they are already butt sensitive about the videos we putting out, you know. Where's this at? Jeremiah 3. Hold on one second, man. I lost my... No, that's in Isaiah, Salakia. You got one Isaiah 3, and I think you got one Isaiah 1 and 9 as well. So, yep, this is the book. Matter of fact, now I'm going to just do the one in Jeremiah 3. So, this is the book of Isaiah 3, and I'm going to start at verses 9. It says, the show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom, and they hide it not, right? Because, like I said, they're out in the open with it. Okay, like we just read in Habakkuk 1 and 4. It says, woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. So say ye to the righteous, that it should be well with him, for they should eat the fruit of their doing. But woe unto the wicked, it should be ill with him, for his reward of his hand should be given him. Okay, so sooner or later, man, as I'm saying it repeatedly, that the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to have to act on these judgments, man, because it's getting out of hand. To the point, the scales are totally unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that we can really do or say to make the point known besides teaching. But even as just teaching the scriptures, people are becoming more rebellious. So it's coming to a time that the angels are going to have to act, because the left hand is totally operable right now, man. Okay, they're totally in operation and totally full-fledged ahead. And the right hand is there, but it's pretty stagnant. Okay? And anyway, Here come a co-worker, man, so I'm gonna have to end this off real quick. But anyway, this is the book of Romans 1 and 6. It says, for that cause the Most High gave them up into vile affections, even they woman did change the nature use, which is against nature. Okay, and you can read on down, but anyway, I'm gonna end it there. All praises and glory and honor is due to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.